team. Flexibility, stretching. It's going to be a big part of our testing cycle this time. So may I suggest some stretches, but obviously may I suggest warming up before you stretch. All right. I remember not being flexible at one point in my life, and then I remember being very flexible and boy, my kicks were a lot faster. So it's something that some of you may really struggle with. All right, and but flexibility will come, but you've got to work at it. And I know it's tough, but you put the work in, you will see the results. Remember, you have to warm up. Your body has to be hydrated very well, also. All right. So may I suggest, all right, just the V-sit once you're warmed up. All right, and you can warm up by bouncing and say, "Don't bounce and stretch." Well, if you're warming up. But once you're warmed up and you really want the stretch, you need to go down and hold for anywhere from 15 to 30 seconds. And that's breathing. Holding and relaxing that stretch. You want to stretch over to one leg again. 15 to 30 seconds. We'll be working on various stretches in class. You'll find some new stretches, something that feels really good. One leg in, stretching down the center, maybe even one leg back and making the stretch come down the center. I've got some pretty wild stretches. So even some center splits and some ways for tricking the neural inhibitors inside your body to allow you to get some more stretch. All right. So lots and lots of different stretches, lots of different ways to stretch. I think there's this thing called the internet where you can look up, particular stretches for hamstring stretches or, tight lower back stretches, just some various things that we can do to get your body more loose and more limber, I'm going to put on my Isomax and stretch. This ad is brought to you by isomax.com. It's a good friend of mine developed this years and years ago. And he sells them at isomax.com. I love my Isomax. Can really get a good stretch really fast in this. And just kind of sit back and just watch TV or have a little conversation. There's a bunch of different stretches I can do with this, but notice how I'm leaning back and it's pulling my legs back a little bit like that. Just right. Oh, I bet that hurts. It doesn't have to hurt. I can lean into it and it doesn't hurt. So I don't feel like that I'm putting myself through this this torture device as we as I do my stretching. So anyway, I look forward to gaining flexibility with you guys through this testing cycle. We look at flexibility like, what the leaves look like on the trees right now. They're new, right? They're young, they're fresh, they're very bendy and flexible. You can fold that leaf up and it doesn't break. And then as summer goes on and fall comes on and the trees dry up and they get hard. And when they bend, what happens? They break. The leaf dies, basically. So we look at flexibility as youth, right? So youth, young, bend, very flexible, and then as we get older, we tend to get tighter. But that doesn't have to happen. You can be flexible. If you are very inflexible, it took you a long time to become inflexible. It may take some time to become flexible, but I'll guarantee if you focus on it, it will get better. So that's what we're working on this particular testing cycle as well. Lots and lots of stretching. And as we see noted improvement in your flexibility and stretching, then there will be proper praise and maybe even stripes for your belt for that noted improvement. So anyway, good luck and stretch it out.